You're watching News 19 Live at 5 with Dave Soley and Chief Meteorologist Dan Breeden. Live at 5 continues right now.
On this day in 1998, Wyoming native Matthew Shepard died after a beating by two men because he was gay. While Shepard was not the first person from the LGBTQ community to suffer a hate crime, his death played a significant role to raise awareness about an ongoing problem. The UW-La Theater Department is rehearsing a production about Shepard's case. News 19's Allante Walker explains how Shepard's death is still making an impact 20 years later.
President Clinton is urging Congress to expand a federal hate crimes law following the beating death of a gay student in Wyoming.
October 12, 1998. It's a day that many people remember because of the hateful act that resulted in the untimely death of 21-year-old Matthew Shepard. 6 days prior, Shepard was robbed, pistol whipped, and tied to a fence. This all due to his sexual orientation.
This is something some people did because they didn't like Matthew for who he was, a part of his identity that he could not change.
The outpouring of love and support Shepard and his family received brought his case from Wyoming to Capitol Hill.
I do want to say again, crimes of hate and crimes of violence cannot be tolerated in our country.
In 2009, President Barack Obama signed into law the Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Jr. Hate Crimes Prevention Act. This federal law expands penalties on crimes motivated by a person's gender, gender identity, disability, or sexual orientation. Still, some worry that not enough progress has been made for the LGBTQ community.
If you would have said this is where we would be in 2018, I wouldn't have believed you, because I never would have believed that same-sex marriage would have been legal. I wouldn't believe that, people could openly serve in the military, including trans people. But I also would not believe that we were in this place of great ignorance and hate.
Van Rosenbeek says this is not an issue we can put on the back burner, and conversations are still needed to be had. Part of that ongoing conversation comes through the arts. Coinciding with the 20-year anniversary of Shepard's death is UW-La Crosse's production of the Laramie Project. It's a play depicting the way dozens of people responded to Shepard's hate crime.
One of the things that strikes me about Laramie Project as a piece and as a play is the great care, respect, and honor that it pays to the people whose voices are heard in this play, regardless of what side of the issue they fall on or what their personal beliefs are.
This is sophomore Shane Flanagan's second time performing in the Laramie Project. After his first crack at the show 5 years ago, he says he has not only grown as an actor, but as an activist.
Even in the first week, I was like, this is an entire different process, this is an entire different thing that's going on. And I feel so great about it because it just shows me that there's so much more work to be done.
This is something that needs to still be talked about, and it's a beautiful, beautiful platform to do it. And we have to be open to people in order to talk about those things, because if we're silent, the hate stays.
So by communication through performance, the actors hope to break down barriers so people on both sides of the aisle can talk and establish some middle ground.
For those that come in that are still struggling with the idea of homosexuality, whether it's okay, whether it's a sin, I ask them to come and listen and to open their minds and to open their hearts to the story that we're told.
A story that's aiming to transform minds, change hearts, and teach love and acceptance.
The Laramie Project opens tonight. It runs through October 21st at UWL Center for the Arts. Tickets are available online or by calling the box office at 608-785-8522. Now, you can buy tickets at the box office Monday through Friday from 1 until 4 and 1 hour before each performance. On Tuesday, the UWL Theater Department will produce a staged reading of the Laramie Project epilogue titled The Laramie Project 10 Years Later. Now, that includes a post-show discussion following the reading with cast members and UWL's Pride Center. That event is free and it's open to everyone.